I just got dropped off by ferry back there, and now I have a nearly 20-mile hike until I get to the small town of Stehekin. This is Stehekin, Washington, the most remote mountain town in America. There are no roads that connect Stehekin to the outside world. The only way to get here is by chartering a float plane, taking a ferry, or hiking nearly 20 miles. Because this is a backpacking channel, we are obviously taking the adventurous route along the Chelan Lakeshore Trail to get to Stehekin. It's already been a long journey to get to the start of the trail. We drove to the ferry terminal, took a 2-hour boat ride, and then got dumped here at Prince Creek. There goes our last ride out here. The start of our 2-day journey into Stehekin.
And I'm here too, singing my songs. Let's go hiking all night long. Actually, but more in the day though. Not. I just needed to. That was the only rhyme.
That's okay.
That was the only rhyme.
That's all right. That's good. This is my show, gosh darn. There goes our last ride out here. Now we have to hike to Stehekin.
Jesus.
This might be the first time that Rain and I have seen sunshine on a trail in Washington all year, so we're a little bit enthusiastic.
I'm enthusiastic!
There are other people out here.
I don't see them.
All right, let's go. Wait. I just forget it. Rocky, rocky. Ah, bridge. Woo! Wow. Bridge, 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 bridge. Woo! Bridge. This burned out tree is probably something we're going to be seeing a lot more of on the trail, especially this year. Last year, there was a huge wildfire that ripped through this part of the Cascades and came really close to the town of Stehekin. That wildfire actually closed the Chelan Lakeshore Trail for the vast majority of the season. So anyone who was planning on hiking this last year may not have gotten a chance to do it. The wildfire actually came within like several feet of the buildings in Stehekin, and it is really only thanks to the wildfire fighters that it didn't burn down the entire town of Stehekin or close this trail for multiple seasons. Yeah, that tree is just kind of a reminder that we are truly in wildfire country right now. All right, let's go. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Stehekin is famous for all sorts of reasons, but there is one thing that everyone says you have to do in Stehekin, and that is get a cinnamon roll at the Stehekin Pastry Company. Rain and I have been dreaming about these cinnamon rolls, right?
It is something kind of like out of a fairy tale or a fable, that this little town at the end of the world has like the best bakery ever in the world, on Earth. Like legendary.
To be fair, we don't actually know if they're the best because we've never had a chance to try them. What a view! Man, so gorgeous. This entire trail is like almost unbearably beautiful. Here in the Cascade Mountains, on the edge of Washington's deepest lake, winter clings on, even as spring makes its move. I'm pretty proud of my Attenborough impression. Boob sweat, though. Not proud of that. All right, let's go. Lunch. We are right here on the trail. We started right here. We're going to there. You see that bug just land on my face? Waterfall! Huge eagle, huge bird. Oh, it's gone. Oh my gosh. This huge bird, maybe an eagle, maybe an egret, maybe an avocet, maybe a... That was amazing. I could probably sit here for many hours and just appreciate this beautiful lake, the waterfall, the birds flying overhead. But we have some hiking to do. So I'm gonna eat my lunch and then we're gonna get on the move. We got up to keep moving after lunch. The wind has picked up a ton, which is fine, except for the fact that in the distance, you can see some dark storm clouds. Given the wind and the unpredictable nature of this time of year, I think there's a chance we get a storm tonight. All right, we're gonna try and crank out some miles here. Oh, very windy. I will check in with all of you in a little bit. I'm hoping that the rain holds off. Storms are brewing. Temperature just dropped about 5 degrees or so. It definitely looks like over there in those mountains, they're getting some rain. But the good news is up over here, you can see that, we have blue skies. So we're just hoping that the wind is going that way, pushing the clouds away and not bringing them towards us. We are battling the wind right now, walking directly into it, which is seriously slowing us down. Woo! Oh man, I'm getting a little worried about time. So we still have at least 6 miles to go, maybe more, and this wind is just making it that much harder. I did not expect this day to be this challenging. Down we go. Wowzers. We got a water source. You want to fill up here?
Yeah, I should.
Okay. All right, water break. I could be wrong, but it kind of seems like the storm may have passed us over completely. We have blue skies ahead, beautiful, calm weather right now, and those storm clouds, they're kind of lingering on the mountains on the other side of the lake. They're still there, they're not moving. So, fingers crossed that we have nothing but beautiful weather for the rest of the trip. Okay, I just stopped for a quick pee break, and I need to show you all something. If you are someone who uses a Kula cloth, I have finally discovered the greatest hack, which is attaching your Kula cloth to one of those retractable strings. Look at that! So literally, I just like peed, I pulled my pants down, I squatted like this to pee, and I just went whoop, dab dab, or dab dab, zam, good to go. I just wish it made like accordion noises, you know, when you pulled it. If it was like, ring.
Hold on, do it. We'll add them in post.
That's it. Just thought you might want to know. Go. There's this really yelly bird. Well, two really yelly birds. No idea what it is, but they're like full on having an argument. Jeremy said, what? Cannot believe it. What a scandal. I'm kidding, I don't speak bird. Oh my gosh! Fringe, 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 fringe. That's a great bridge! That's a 10 out of 10 bridge! Ooh, I like that bridge. We are just about 2 miles from where we're camping for the night. There are dark storm clouds overhead, but except for a drizzle here and there, pretty much has not rained, which is really great. However, it has been super, super windy. My feet are pretty sore and starting to get a bit of a headache. Right now, I'm just really looking forward to getting to our campsite, getting all set up, and settling in for the night. Wow, it is so windy. We have the craziest weather right now. It has been sunny and hot, and then all of a sudden there'll be rain. Woo! Oh man. All right, let's get down to camp. Ooh, my head. Quick moment of honesty here. I have a really bad headache, so I am kind of battling this like bad pain on the side of my head. So we're gonna get to camp. We're gonna go ahead and get set up. Yeah, unfortunately this is just like something that happens sometimes for me and for a lot of people. But yeah, I'm just not feeling great. Welcome to camp. This is where we are gonna spend the night tonight. I think we may have gotten lucky. The wind has died down. There's no storm clouds overhead. So it should be a beautiful night for the rest of the night. And the weather forecast shows that tomorrow and the next day are even more gorgeous. So now that we've arrived here at camp, I'm gonna get my pack off, I'm gonna get my stuff set up, and we can really appreciate this gorgeous spot. Let's do it. I will go here.
I'm gonna go there.
Nice. First things first. Nap time. You go set up your stuff. I'm busy. I lost my tent stakes. I staked the tent with 4 stakes. The wind picked up and I ran over to help Rainer with his tent. And then I came back and my stakes were gone. Oh my God, I found them. I just remembered, I put them in a special place so I wouldn't forget where they were. The irony is not lost on me, no.
You literally just outplayed yourself.
It happens way too often. I was gonna put my base layer bottoms on and I pulled my pant leg up. And even though I've been wearing tall socks and pants all day, look at how filthy my leg is. I'm gonna try and clean my legs off before I put my base layer bottoms on so that I have a best possible chance of them keeping me warm tonight, because dirt will make them not insulate me as well. So clean that shit up. Clean that stuff off. My feet are also super dirty, but I'm not gonna show those to you in this economy. You just have to trust me. For dinner tonight, I think I'm going to have Bowl and Kettle's street corn grits. This is the only Bowl and Kettle meal that I have not tried yet, but both of their other meals I have loved. So I'm assuming this one will be a winner as well. Ooh! There are literally entire cherry tomatoes in here. And here's our little seasoning packet. Oh, I'm so excited. Now we wait 12 to 14 minutes, so at 7:20, it is done. My street corn and grits just finished rehydrating. Ooh, a little dime bag of seasoning. Look at this. Whoa, it's like super creamy, delicious grits with this corn that somehow manages to taste freshly roasted. I love the herbs. I'm convinced Bowl and Kettle cannot make a bad meal. I think they're literally incapable of it. I'm gonna eat my dinner and then we'll start getting ready for bed. I am in my tent, getting ready to go to sleep. It wound up being an absolutely gorgeous evening. My head is still kind of hurting, so I'm turning in kind of early. It's like just after 9 p.m. But I'm hoping I get a really wonderful night's sleep and wake up feeling super refreshed tomorrow morning. I am super excited for our hike tomorrow. It's a little bit shorter than what we did today. It's about 7 miles. But we have a pretty exciting destination tomorrow. I can't wait to share with all of you. But for now, I'm going to get some sleep and hopefully get up in the morning feeling totally refreshed and ready to go for another beautiful day of hiking on the Chelan Lakeshore Trail. All right, good night. Good night, Rainer.
Good night.
Good night. Good morning. It's about 5:30 in the morning. There's this extremely loud bird. It's making this like almost a rubber band sound. It's like me. I slept so well last night. It was really, really cozy in here. Not too cold at all. Last night was one of those fantastic camp sleeps that come along very rarely, especially on the first night of backpacking. And I just feel so ready for the day ahead. I'm gonna get out of my tent, get some coffee and some breakfast, and then it's time to get going. Brought 2 different kinds of biscuits and gravy. This is Pinnacle Foods jalapeno cheddar biscuits and herb sausage gravy. This is actually the first Pinnacle Foods meal that I ever tried that made me kind of fall in love with them. It has a soft spot in my heart. Gosh. Oh, this is beautiful. So this dock is right at Moore Point Campground, which is one of the most popular campgrounds, and it's also another drop-off point along the Chelan Lakeshore Trail. So you can actually take the ferry right here to Moore Point. Now, Moore Point is usually open to camping, and what an incredible campground it is. But last year, that massive wildfire that blew through created a lot of damage in the campsite, and now it is really prone to flash floods. So they've closed it to overnight use, but it's still open for day use. That is yet another side effect of bad wildfires, and it's one of the reasons that we are so careful about having campfires, and basically just like never do it when we're backpacking personally. But hopefully this land recovers fairly soon and the campground can be opened up again, if not next season, then in a couple of seasons. Golly, is this incredible! Even having hiked through this all day yesterday, it still just blows my mind to see it. If you could see around that little bend, just underneath those mountains in the distance is where the town of Stehekin is located. We have 7 miles of hiking until we get to Stehekin, so let's hit the trail. Let's go! Bridge! If you have been wondering where I got my cool reversible sun hat, well, I actually made it. Unfortunately, it is one of a kind. It cannot be purchased, but yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Yesterday I was wearing this animal print side out, and now I'm wearing it with the little cacti. But yeah, it's actually very handy. We are gonna be steadily climbing for the next 1.5 miles or so, but after that, we're gonna dip down and be walking right along Lake Chelan. Also, our weather is amazing. That little suggestion of a storm that kept trying to make an appearance yesterday is totally gone today. There's this bird creating quite a ruckus right here on this tree. I think it's a woodpecker. I don't know. Okay, sorry, birdie. Bye, my friend. We just finished our climb, so we are now at our highest point for the day, actually. After all of that exertion, I need some LMNT. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix some LMNT into my water here. I'm doing something special with my LMNT today. The water that's in here is actually a combination of water and then a really strongly brewed cup of black tea that I made this morning. I am mixing into my black tea a packet of LMNT's lemonade salt, which is a limited edition flavor that they have out right now, and I am absolutely in love with it. So we're kind of making a little bit of an Arnold Palmer. I can't take credit for this. This is a recipe that came with my box of lemonade salt from LMNT. I'm just using it on trail. Cheers. Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you're not familiar with LMNT, LMNT is an electrolyte drink mix that has 1,000 milligrams of sodium. And for me personally, I find it to be absolutely crucial, especially because of the migraines and headaches that I deal with on trail. But LMNT is actually great for anybody who deals with any symptoms of dehydration, whether that's headaches or muscle cramping or fatigue. On top of it working really, really well, it's also just really delicious. Lemonade salt is a limited edition flavor, so if you have not yet tried LMNT, I would highly recommend picking up a box of this before it is gone. You can go to the link below, which is drinklmnt.com/Miranda Goes Outside, and if you place an order through that link, you'll get a sample pack of 8 of LMNT's flavors. I'm gonna drink some of this, and then we're gonna keep going. Oh man, it's so good. Now I got a little sweet treat to get me along the trail. Let's rock and roll! We just came across this little orange box. It has the Lakeshore logbook in it. We're gonna go ahead and sign it on a fresh page. Logbook filled out. Onward. Oh my gosh. You can see Stehekin. Whoa. If you can see, there's a little, what looks like a beach almost. That is where the town of Stehekin is located. So it looks so close from here, but we still have 5 miles of hiking until we get into the town where we're camping tonight. That's amazing though, you can see it. It's right there. That is so cool. All right, 5 miles to Stehekin. Let's get that cinnamon roll. Woo! Why with the finger guns, Miranda? We've been seeing so many wildflowers on this trail, and some of them I'm familiar with and I know their names, and some of them I don't. Like I know that this purple one is lupine. I know that the big yellow ones are balsam root. I know that the orange ones are paintbrush, but these white flowers that are around in little clumps, and then the big pink ones, I don't know the names of them. So I know I can probably just get back to the internet and look it up, but I'm curious if you know what they're called, and if you do, let me know in the comments below. Whatever they are, I love them. 3 miles to go. Like these, I don't know the names of these. That one's Arnold. That one's Frankie. That's Little Sue. That's Patricia. And that one's Ashlyn. I guess I do know their names. Look at that waterfall! This trail is the best! Woo! Bridge, bridge, bridge! Wow! Look at the mountains! Butterfly.
What?
Butterfly, obviously. We have just been cruising along this trail today. We stopped and had some lunch, and now we have just 1.5 miles left until we arrive in the town of Stehekin. There is exactly one restaurant in the town of Stehekin, and I am hoping it's open, because if it is, I think we're gonna have to eat there tonight. $1 mile to Stehekin. This is the outskirts of Stehekin. People might rent these out, they might live here part of the year, or they might actually be full-time residents. Look at this little waterfall! And a bridge! Bridge, 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 bridge! Wow. I think we're here. We made it! After 2 days and nearly 20 miles of hiking, we have finally arrived in the tiny, remote town of Stehekin. Now, Stehekin is so isolated and so remote that there are no hospitals here, no police stations, no grocery stores, but there are still a few businesses, including a restaurant, a hotel, a general store, a post office. I totally forgot, there's a gas station. And of course, the Stehekin Pastry Company, which we will get to check out tomorrow. What you see behind me is the entirety of downtown Stehekin, and all we need to do is follow this one road until we get to our campsite, which is just about a half mile away. If you can tell behind me, right now is the busy time in Stehekin. This is rush hour, so yeah, that was it. That was rush hour. There are no roads that connect Stehekin to the outside world, but there is obviously a road here in town that's used by residents or any tourists. As far as the cars go that you see, these cars had to come here through a special permit process, which is why you'll notice so many of them are quite old. They've been here in Stehekin a long time. Welcome to camp! I cannot wait to take my pack off. Oh, yes. Woo. I am going to set up all of my stuff, and then Rainer and I are gonna head back into Stehekin to get some dinner at the lodge. And probably a beer too, if I'm being honest. Let's go get some dinner. Wrong way. Oops. This way. The town of Stehekin was actually quite busy tonight. There were lots of people eating at the restaurant, staying at the lodge, but there were also tons of locals kind of walking around and talking to each other. Because it's such a small town, the people here really know each other. And it was so cool to just see the way that this remote, isolated community comes together, not only to support each other, but also to create this wonderful little paradise for hikers and other people coming here to visit Stehekin. You could not have a town that is more connected to our public lands and connected to these incredible wilderness areas than Stehekin. The town literally thrives on being right here in the national park. It's a really special place, and every time I come here, I just realize that more and more. Okay, I am very tired from miles of walking today, and I'm super ready to get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow is the last day of this adventure, but there is still one more thing that I have to do before we get on the ferry and head out of here, and that is, of course, go to the Stehekin Pastry Company to get a cinnamon roll tomorrow morning, provided they're open, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be open. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna lie down and go to sleep, and I will see all of you in the morning for our cinnamon roll run. Good night, Rainer.
Good night.
Good night. Good morning. It's cinnamon roll day! It is just after 7 a.m. and according to the internet, the Stehekin Pastry Company is supposed to open at 7:30. So we still have just a little bit of time before we head over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and break down my camp, get everything put away here, and then head over to Stehekin Pastry Company. I can't wait. I think I've been dreaming about this cinnamon roll for like 3 days. Cinnamon roll! Pooped in my shoe. Well, mouse turds in there. Get out. Whoop. Let's go get these cinnamon rolls. So the Stehekin Pastry Company is about 1.5 miles from our campground. So to get there, I've rented a bike. Zoom, zoom. Let's go. Is it time? Are we going? Are we going? To the cinnamon rolls. Woo, woo. The one road in Stehekin leads straight to the pastry company. When we went to pick up these bikes, the guy we were renting them from immediately knew what we were doing. He was like, oh, you're gonna get breakfast at the pastry company? Have fun. Just like everything else in Stehekin, biking along here, we have this incredible view of the lake. It is amazing. Woo! What a day! Quarter of the mile to the bakery. Woo! There it is! They're open! I'm so excited. I cannot wait to taste this. Moment of truth. The thing we hiked 20 miles for. Got that excellent little crunchy cinnamon roll. Amazing cream cheese frosting. Soft in the middle. This is a cinnamon roll to write home about. There you go. Cheers!
Cheers. Oh my god.
Now I have to try the sticky bun. Oh my god. This might be even better than the cinnamon roll. The Stehekin Pastry Company is seriously like the best little bakery at the end of the world. They're so good. We still have a few hours before we have to get on the ferry and get out of Stehekin, and I'm gonna take that time to eat my breakfast. This is totally worth the hike. Wow, we destroyed this plate of food. Yum, 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 sticky bun. A sticky bun is my life. Success! We got our cinnamon rolls, and with that, that concludes my Stehekin and Chelan Lakeshore adventure. The trail into Stehekin is absolutely stunning. Chelan Lakeshore is so beautiful, and getting to finish that trip by arriving here in the lovely, tranquil town of Stehekin was just perfect. Huge thank you to all of the residents and the businesses in Stehekin who were incredibly welcoming to us. If you come here to Stehekin to visit, just remember that this is some people's full-time home, so always be respectful. With that, I have a ferry to catch. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you outside. Bye. Stehekin? I don't even know it.
Wow.